For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 4 of Season 2 here at Roma. In the last one, I asked you to give me your feedback with regards to Victor Wanyama, and, well, close to 75% of you voted yes to bring Victor Wanyama to Roma. So that is going to happen, providing I can afford the transfer. One thing that has also happened, as it'll pop up in a moment, there. Chiellini has moved from Juventus to Barcelona for £40.4 million, so a direct rival is heavily weakened by that transfer. Not only that, but as you can see here, we already knew about the Koulibaly deal, another direct rival weakened, and Mauro Icardi has gone to Real Madrid for £78.5 million. Everybody in Serie A seems to be selling their better players. I'm going to not do that. I'm going to buy better players. And maybe, with everyone around us seemingly losing their best players, we can actually rise to the fore and become the best team in Serie A. That is the plan this year. After winning the Champions League Season 1, going to concentrate on domestic football in Season 2 and hopefully win the Coppa Nazionale and Serie A this year. As we mentioned, Victor Wanyama is going to be a player that I'm going to look to buy. He's already in talks with AC Milan, but I should be able to offer for him. And with regards to outgoing players, Kevin Strootman is going to leave. You guys were very keen on that, with Wanyama being the replacement, and we're waiting for bids for a number of other people that we would most certainly be considering selling on. There is a big call for Riyad Mahrez to be sold. I don't want to sell Riyad Mahrez, and I can appreciate the fact that you guys want him gone, but at the same time, he's 84 rated. Yes, I don't use him that much because Under is more effective for me, but I like Riyad Mahrez. I play well with him. And he's like, who am I going to be able to replace him with regards to rotation role that's going to be better without spending tens of millions? Because if I sell Mahrez, buy someone that's incredibly high rated and then stop playing Under again, then people will be like, oh, you don't play Under, he's a great prospect, why aren't you playing Under? So I'm going to leave it as is with regards to the right side in midfield role. Thomas Meunier is a player that I'm still considering, but we're going to prioritise Victor Wanyama for now, and obviously we have not much money available to us at present, but hopefully we can strike a deal with Tottenham here. Now, I will try a player swap, but I don't know who we could actually move on. I'm still contemplating signing a new goalkeeper, of course, so bear that in mind. Are there any fullbacks I consider selling on? Well, Kolarov. Maybe they'd be interested in Alexander Kolarov. Do you want Kolarov? Looking to bring in a midfielder. Okay. Let's offer another player. Options. I could try a straight swap for Kevin Strootman, but surely I could get more money for Strootman. I'm not going to say... Gonlons. Gonlons is a player they might be interested in. It is. Good. Right, player plus cash. Counter. Gonlons is worth 10 million, so I'm actually going to drastically drop the figure that they've asked for, because, of course, I can't afford that. Let's offer them 16 million plus Maxime Gonlons with a sell-on clause of 20%. See what they say to that. Please be negotiable. They're coming down slowly. Okay, we'll propose a new transfer fee. They definitely don't want a sell-on fee clause, though, which is annoying. But I'll try 20 million. I can go up as high as 22.245. So we'll see what they say to that. Go on. Just say yes. They seem rather stubborn with a 27.6. 22. I can afford 22.4. It's pretty much everything that I can afford, except it. 24.2. Now, can I stretch that far? I can with regards to wage budget. I will accept. Right, it looks like Victor Wanyama, providing we can discuss contract terms, will either be coming to us or AC Milan. Contract terms with him and Milan are ongoing, but I'm going to try and negotiate here and see if we can get a deal done with regards to Victor Wanyama's contract. Important first-team player, you would be starting for me, Victor, so yes. Contract length, they never really seem too fussed about that, so I'll just throw 4 years on. And, oh, that's exactly what you're after. That's a point. Yeah, no release clause is fine by me. £99,000 a week, which I currently cannot afford. A signing bonus of 1.4 million and goals of 20. I mean, he's not going to score 20 goals. So, wow. I can offer a wage of 27. Okay, hang on. Remove the bonus. Then edit wages, signing bonus. I can afford his 99 grand, but he can't have any other bonuses. He's on 87. I'll offer him 87, and we'll see if he'll accept that. 115. Let's see, I can't stretch that far. I can't stretch that far at all. I can offer you 99,006. I would take every penny. And £99,006 a week. Victor Wanyama is in. Now my transfer budget sits at 0. So we are going to sell to buy, or remain to find ourselves in a position where we have to sell to buy. Timo Horn was the favoured goalkeeper from you guys. And Denis Suarez was quite popular as well. But obviously we've gone for Wanyama for that more defensive side of things. We'll have to wait and see what happens with regards to Meunier. And wide players, I need to sell first before I can consider buying. And obviously, like I say, I've got a number of wide players available to me already. Perotti, I am keen on selling. Strootman, obviously, we want to sell as well. Kolarov, I'm desperate to get out the door. Similarly with Fazio and Hector Moreno too. I might consider signing a new centre-back if both of those go. But for now, take Strootman out there and throw Wanyama there. And then just get everybody in the right formation, or right position. Sorry. And then Wanyama will go in for Pellegrini. Sorry, Pellegrini, but I'm sure you can understand why Wanyama's gone in there ahead of you. Nangolan, Fred and Wanyama. I'm going to leave Schick on the bench for now because Schick and Defrel are the two that link up well. So I want to pair them up. And obviously I don't really want to break up the front three here either. So I don't want to take Nangolan out of Cam, which means if I can't play Schick at Cam with Schick up top, or sorry, Defrel at Cam with Schick up top, then Sanabria will stay in the starting lineup. We'll advance towards the European Super Cup. There is still a couple of weeks until we get to that point, so there may be some transfer dealings to be done between now and then. That's a full scout report on Thomas Meunier that I'm not a minute too fussed about. I need players going out. Daniele Verdi has been sold. That's good news. He's gone to Werder Bremen, so we have a little bit of money. And Mario Rui, an offering from Bologna for him. £9.3 million. I will try and negotiate a little bit more, but if they don't go any higher than 9.3, I'd be willing to accept that. I'll ask for like 12.5 maybe. Please don't just walk away. Please be willing to negotiate. Oh, okay, sweet. Well, Mario Rui looks like he's on his way out. Money is being raised. That's good news. Of course, by this point, if you haven't already, do drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already. Any more? Training injury. Corlo, don't care about you. I apologise. Scout has come back. Okay. I don't remember sending a scout out. Alexandra Martin. Okay. I don't remember sending a scout out, but fine. And Martin is the only one that we have in our youth academy. I didn't do that. That's odd. Alright, never mind. Well, we've got a good scout youth player, but this is probably going to be the final season here at Roma with the youth regen road to glory starting after this second season. Right, Rui is gone. Denis Suarez has had his full scout report come back. So what does my transfer budget look like now? 16.26 million. I'll edit the wages slightly so we have a more realistic figure. About 11 to 12 million currently, with still players to be sold on. Right, advance a little bit further. I think it's coming up this coming weekend. Maybe on the Monday, actually. Thinking about it, the European Super Cup. But, no, it's going to be on the Tuesday, never mind. An offer from Machine, again, I accepted a previous one and he rejected to move, but we'll see if he'll go to Silkeborg, which I presume are Swedish? Silkeborg IF? I might be wrong, feel free to correct me if I am. West Ham have offered for Pellegrini. Sorry, West Ham. Lorenzo Pellegrini is going nowhere. He's staying put. He's my Daniele De Rossi replacement. That's a press conference, isn't it? All right, another email. An offer for Hector Moreno. Good, thank you, Watford. That's a sizable fee. That's a very sizable fee. I'm going to accept that right off the bat. I don't want to risk losing that potential deal. So Hector Moreno looks like he's going to be on the way out. Also, good news. Another transfer offer maybe. One for Defrel. That's not going to happen. Sorry, Spartak Moscow, but Gregoire Defrel is superb for me, so he's staying put. Do I have an offer for Capradossi, though? Sorry, Leo, but it looks like you're going to be leaving to go to Bari for 910. That's again above value. We're getting normally the AI bid below value, and I have to struggle to try and get them to go above value. Machine's transfer talks are broken down again. He just doesn't want to leave apparently. Manolas is, I'm not replacing you. You're my best central defender. You're going nowhere. Unfortunately for Jose Maria Jimenez, he's still not going to get the chance to make his debut for me because he's suspended for European competition. So we will automatically replace him for this game, and it will be Nacho Fernandez that steps in to the starting lineup again. And then in his place, it's brought up Skorupski, but I would like to put in Juan Jesus, please. Thank you. Yeah, okay. That'll be how we'll go into this game. So with a full strength side other than Jose Maria Jimenez, who as of yet hasn't actually played for me, it's time to face Sevilla in the European Super Cup. Hopefully we can get the victory, be another trophy to add to the cabinet. I'm not sure, I probably won't finish the transfer window today because I want to get more feedback from you guys with regards to what to do elsewhere with the money that we're now raising. Hopefully, I'll advance as far as the next game, which will be the first game of the Serie A season after we've played this one, to give me as much time to maximise potential income before acting upon your further comments. Obviously, the majority of the previous comment section was all about Victor Wanyama, who is now in and starting in this game. So let's see how he gets on his debut, and then tomorrow, when we're in Serie A football, we'll see how Jose Maria Jimenez gets on in his debut as well. But we'll wait and see what Sevilla's starting lineup looks like. Right, Sevilla's starting lineup. Sergio Rico in goal. Keeper that I might actually consider buying, thinking about it. Escudero, Simon Kier, Carricho and Oscar De Marcos. A 4-5-1 from them with Luis Muriel up top. Not sure how fast Jesus Navas will still be on the right-hand side. Ava Benego and Franco Vasquez will be two very good players in their central midfield with Pizarro holding. But we have a new holding midfielder of our own in Victor Wanyama, and hopefully he can play as well for me here as he did against me earlier on in pre-season for Tottenham Hotspur. De Marcos down the right-hand side. Very fast. Win this header, please, Alessandro. He's done well. Under underneath that, but Escudero wins the header. And Escudero with a follow-up effort too. Sevilla starting very much on the front foot. The ball flying well over the top of the ball, or over the top of the bar, though. Thankfully, the left-back needs to train on his goal-scoring abilities, apparently. Angolan through the gap there, looking for Antonio Sanabria. I wanted to find a pass. Well, actually, there's a pass, and Fred's in a good position, and Fred gives us a 1-0 lead. For a moment, I thought I'd taken the ball a little bit too far, but then with the run of Fred from midfield, you can see him busting a gut and just bursting forward. Really good run from a long way back. Saw the opportunity, went for it, and I was able to find him, and it's a good finish too. That's why he's in the starting lineup more often than not these days. He made the difference in the Champions League final, and he's made the difference here in the opening 10 minutes. Nolito with a free kick for Sevilla, floated forward, flicked on by Simon Kier, and Florenzi heads that away, in inverted commas, but it's working around well, and Nolito could shoot here, has done, scores a very good goal as we've a player down injured. They pull themselves back level. This could be quite a game if it keeps up at this pace. A goal each after 10 minutes. That was a really good finish from Nolito as well to bend that into the far top corner. Would Florenzi have tracked him though from right back? Well, to be fair, there's enough defenders around him anyway to be able to put a stop to it. Never mind. Really good finish though. Take nothing away from that. Victor Wanyama very, very close to getting something on it. The keeper, less so. 1-1 to Emerson. Fred's made the run forward again. And Angolan is through that gap, but I can't find him. We'll get it to him at the second attempt though. Sanabria with good footwork. Again, Fred's in behind. And turns. Fred! Oh, finish on his right foot! We'll do the stir the pot celebration. I was at the Footwiz offices over the weekend and playing with some Ultimate Team with loads of the guys, and literally almost every single goal I scored I was just defaulting to do the stir the pot, because apparently it seems to wind up people online and they quit more often than not when you start just doing the same celebration again and again. Not quite as effective as the shush dab, but the stir the pot does tend to wind up the opposition. Unfortunately, I can't wind up the CPU to make it rage quit, so they are going to try and come back at me here. We do, however, have a 2-1 lead now. Florenzi appears to have shaken off that knock as well, which is good news. But Fred is incredible in my midfield and justifying his step up to a regular first-team position. 2-1. And yeah, we're looking for Sanabria. That's a good ball forward. Sanabria with runners. Fred. A hat-trick maybe? No. Sanabria. 3 goals anyway? No. El Shaarawy, Oscar De Marcos heads behind for a corner. This is a hell of a game. Whip comes in from Florenzi. Sanabria is there, but Carrizo heads away, and unfortunately it's been well cleared. But Emerson does well there. Nacho Fernandez through to Manolas. Definitely not going to shoot with him. And he can't pass either, apparently. Angolan. Sanabria. Fred. I'm going to drill this to El Shaarawy, and then look for Sanabria, who can look to accelerate past Simon Kjaer, then turn, then bend it towards the top corner, but not into the top corner. Now Sanabria's gone down and taken a knock, and stayed down too. This could be quite the costly game with regards to playing staff. Oh, good save from Sergio Rico. With Florenzi picking up a knock and now Sanabria staying down briefly. We'll have to wait and see what happens when we get back to the menus to find out if either of them are out for a prolonged period of time. Thankfully, Manolas is stronger than Muriel, but not faster, and it's the pace that wins out on this occasion. Frenzy tackles the wrong side of the man. Eva Banega cross here to Jesus Navas. How does he say that then? It's going one way, goes back the other, and that is top draw from Alisson. Oh, Ches. I think I might want to sign a new keeper. Really? Self? If he's pulling out saves like that, do I really need a better keeper? Maybe Victor strike. Maybe Victor Wanyama in CDM will help solidify up my defensive line enough so that I don't have to constantly rely on my goalkeeper to pull out saves. But if Alisson is going to pull out saves like that whenever he's called upon, then we should be fine in this second season. Not that we weren't fine in season one. I did well enough in front of goal to warrant not needing a truly world-class goalkeeper, but Sergio Rico stops us from scoring a third there and extending our lead as we head towards, and probably by the time this ball reaches the halfway line, we'll find ourselves at half-time. Through the gap there to Luis Muriel. Trying to shrug him off, but can't. Muriel to Eva Banega. Florenzi, I thought actually, has stepped in there, and here's Franco Vasquez on his left foot. Thought Florenzi had done enough there to get the ball off him. Evidently not. So now we're going off shit coming on. They're making a change as well with Luis Muriel leaving the field of play. I'm not sure who's come on for them. And we'll just hack this away with El Shaarawy. It's Wissam Ben Yedder that's come on for Luis Muriel. So the obvious striking change for them to make. But unfortunately for the Frenchman, he's not able to have an instant impact because we've tackled him there. El Shaarawy look to find Schick. Can he have an instant impact? Floated over towards Under. Have to turn back away from Escudero here. Twisting one way then the other. And then a really good cross. And Fred can't get his hat-trick. Liso pings that long. Jesus Navas isn't going to be winning any headers against my back line, is he? Fred into Under. Forward to Rajan Angolan. That back. Fred to Wanyama. And Angolan got crunched. To Wanyama will look for Fred again, who quickly look here for Riyad Mahrez. Oh, lovely scoop turn. Riyad Mahrez justifying my decision. I did stir the pot again, didn't I? Justifying my decision to keep him. I think. At least I hope so. I want to keep him, basically. If someone comes in with an offer of like 60 million, then fine, I'll sell Riyad Mahrez. But with things as they stand right now, I don't want to sell him. The end. Full stop. 3-1. Lovely tackle by Victor Wanyama. That is exactly why we bought him. To have that sort of impact in that midfield trio, to just break up the play and stop the opposition from building. He's had a very good game on debut, Victor Wanyama. I have to be honest, I'm very pleased with what he's done so far. Schick trying to work away from the defender there, but gets fouled. Well, sorry, no, doesn't get fouled. Gets tackled and no foul was given. Fred wouldn't quite react to go to that, but Nacho steps in here. He too is still a very influential player for me and will continue to play a big part in our season. Unfortunately, Rajan Angolan's through ball there wasn't quite as good as it needed to be, but with 2 minutes of added time, that's a good header. Oh, Pizarro. No. Not conceding anymore, thank you. With 2 minutes of added time now up, we have the final whistle. It's a 3-1 win in the European Super Cup. We will be lifting another trophy. I won't skip, because I accidentally, just as I was overexcited, skipped the trophy lifting celebrations at the end of the game in the Champions League final, which of course is why we're playing in this tournament. But, oh, okay, we're not, oh no, it is season, yeah, I thought for a minute it just skipped there and it wasn't going to show. European Super Cup champions for, what season are we in, 2018 to 2019. AS Roma, building on the Champions League win to get another trophy in Europe. Our second of the save. Our Premier League fourth of the fourth of FIFA 18 so far. I won. What did I win at Chelsea? I won the Football League Cup and I won the Premier League. I think that was it, wasn't it? Did I win the Charity Shield? I may have won a couple of Charity Shields at Chelsea as well, actually. I'd have to go back and check. But three major trophies, and then European Super Cup, and maybe a Charity Shield or two. So 4 or 5 trophies so far on FIFA 18 for us here on the channel. And hopefully that won't be the last one of this second season here at Roma. Right, let's jump back now to the transfer window and see if anything else will happen between now and the first Serie A game of the season. I want to know if there's long-term injuries to Florenzi and Sanabria as well. I hope there won't be. Florenzi did recover in-game, whereas Sanabria didn't. And he's out for 5 days. That is manageable. So we can deal with that. And also, £4 million added to the transfer. Oh, was that this year or next year? Actually, thinking about it. It was next year. That's annoying. But Jose Maria Jimenez is now available, which is good news. So he'll make his debut in tomorrow's episode, but we'll advance as far. Oh, these youngsters, they just don't want to leave. It's like, oh, Hector Moreno's left, though, which is great news. And we've had an offer for Gyumba as well. The youngsters, they're just clearly quite happy to just keep picking up their wages here. Again, just going to accept and try and get him out the door, similarly with the other two. Unfortunately, it didn't work with the other two because they turned down the contract offers from the respective clubs. Again, offers for Pellegrini will be rejected. And actually thinking about it, thinking of Pellegrini, and my brain went Daniele De Rossi replacement. Daniele De Rossi's dropped in rating again as well. And we mentioned Raja Nangolan has dropped in rating too. Let's have a look at attributes. Daniele De Rossi is down 1 already. Physicals dropping. Technicals dropping, but not necessarily in key areas with regards to short passing and tackling, which is fine. And his physicals aren't dramatically dropping off. Now, what is happening to Raja Nangolan? Stand tackles down 1, curve is down 1, stamina and attack positioning down 1 too, but they're still very high. That's fine. That's manageable. Raja Nangolan will still stay in the starting lineup. He's still more than good enough to hold down that role and will still have a very influential part to play in the upcoming season. Leicester signed Alan Jagoev for £20.9 million. Pretty sure there was a game between now and the end of the... Yeah, it's there on that Sunday. Thought for a minute, I was like, hang on. We're not going to get that extra game. Right, 2.6 million, that's him sold. Well, let's advance as far as that game. It will only leave us less than a week left in the window. An offer for Kolarov, thank you. And it's, again, significantly above value. Just going to sell him. I don't want to miss out on these deals. Why does everybody bid £32.9 million for Kostas Manolas? It's not happening, boys. You're not having him. Why are they all offering the exact same figure? That's strange. Anyway, Frosinone can turn Werner talks. Interesting. Offer for Riyad Mahrez. Now, I did say I would sell him if the fee was considerable. Now, Leipzig rejected 55 as a counter. Man United... Well, actually, I was going to say Man United should have more money, but Leipzig aren't exactly short on cash, are they? Now, will Riyad Mahrez go? Proposed new transfer fee, 55. I said I wanted to keep him, but I did say that if a big offer comes in, I would consider selling. And after having a big spiel at the beginning, and then also mid-game, saying how I wanted Riyad Mahrez to stay, looks like Riyad Mahrez is going to leave. Such is the way with my career modes. Things don't necessarily ever go according to plan, do they? Right, so, oh, jeeps. We have, wow, we're going to have a lot of money. We have about 40 million to spend before Riyad Mahrez's sale. So El Shaarawy is actually up 1 to 83 now, which is nice. So where do I buy? Let's take you out. Put Karsdorp on the bench. I still got Fazio to sell. Kolarov's going to be leaving too. Still got Strootman to sell. So goalkeeper, maybe. Maybe we go for Timo Horn. Again, I'm going to need your feedback. Midfield 3, I'm very happy with. Pellegrini, I'm also happy with. Gerson can step in and do the business as well. De Frel will fill in at Cam, which means that there's also an extra central midfield role kind of filled. So I don't need a central midfielder. I do not need a central midfielder. Striker-wise, Sanabria, Schick, De Frel can play up top. Don't need to, and we've got Ponce as well. Don't need a striker. Wide players. Under El Shaarawy. Currently Mahrez, but he looks like he's going to leave. Iturbe and Maya. So I have 4, even after the sale of Mahrez. And we've still got Perotti as well, who hasn't been sold and has also dropped in rating. So I don't need a wide midfielder. Left back. Mario Rui is gone. I do have Juan Jesus still, who can play at left back, but he would probably fill in at centre back. So left back and goalkeeper. I did mention that whole ethos at the beginning of the season, wasn't it? Was improve your defence. We signed a solid holding midfielder in Wanyama. We got Jose Maria Jimenez on a free. Left back seems to be the next choice, and goalkeeper. Comment section. Left backs, goalkeepers. Let me know what to do. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days. There will be another Southampton Career Mode episode tonight. I'm going to go and check the comment section of episodes 1 and 2 before I record that, so I can get as much feedback from that series as well. I do love being in transfer windows, especially in multiple series, because there's so much going on between myself and you guys that I like the fact that you guys are so heavily involved in everything that goes on with regards to transfers. And even though I didn't want him to go, it does look like Riyad Mahrez is going to be sold as well, which will appease those of you that wanted him to be sold. So it's all going off. Goalkeeper, left back. Tell me. I'll see you next time.